hello.
Oh, hi, I'm within the know. Do you live here?
I do. I'm Bridget, and this is my 560 square foot castle. Come on in.
What is your design inspiration for this apartment?
So I feel like I'm really inspired by French style, specifically old world French. I have lots of vintage pieces, a lot of nature. I have plants and greenery everywhere.
How do you spend your time in this space?
Well, I'm a content creator and I focus on content of my home and decorating my space, so that's what I'm always doing. And this little breakfast nook where I am right now is really a favorite place of mine. A home needs to have multiple places to plop, so this is one of the first places to plop that was created here. It's not built in, it's just a storage bench, which is amazing. This built-in cabinet, this is the first thing that you see when you walk in, and it's one of my absolute favorite things. You can tell it's been painted over like 600 times because it's been here forever, but I always say that it feels like this is my own little store, and like if I were to walk into a store and see all of these things on the shelves, I would be like, I want to buy every single one of those things. So many of these pieces are thrifted, and so I feel like that's what creates this really eclectic mix of pieces. But there's so much more I want to show you, so come on, let's go over here. Welcome to my little dressing room. Most people that live in a railroad apartment use this space as a living room. It's right next to the kitchen, it's good if you're entertaining, but usually I'm just here by myself, and I don't know, my vision as soon as I moved in was that this was gonna be the space where I keep all of my stuff. This piece I just recently got at the Brimfield Antique Fair, which happens like 3 or 4 times a year. Love it. So this is like a makeshift vanity that I created. This is just a piece I bought from Lowe's. I switched out the handles, I added some marble on top, and then this other mirror is brand new. I've been living here for 2 years and I have not had a full-length mirror. When I tell you it changed my life, like I just feel like I'm more connected with myself now, but it's also, it makes sense. Like this is where I get dressed in the morning, so I should be able to see my whole body. Also, a place to plop. This is also new.
Anywhere else you like to plop in this apartment?
Oh yeah, I'll show you. Welcome to my little bedroom nook. This has been a really fun space to design because it is really small, so I have to be more intentional about what is here. So again, we have some art stacked on top of each other. I love this painting. This was another find from the Brimfield Antique Fair. So the reason I call this my bedroom nook is because it actually is connected to the living room, which you're standing in right now. So if we just back on up, now we're in the living room.
This living room is stunning. Talk to me about this fireplace.
Okay, this was one of the things that sold me on this apartment. I've always wanted to have an apartment with a mantle, and it just, I don't know, it just has such charm and it just feels so beautiful. One thing that I think is kind of funny about being in my apartment is you can always get little hints of projects that I'm working on, that I'm in the middle of. There's always a project. So one of those things is I am wanting to strip this mantle because I want to know what's underneath it. There's so many layers of paint. And so it looks like the bottom is actually this really beautiful bluish stone. So eventually, stay tuned. I'm gonna strip the whole thing and we'll see. If I hate it, I'll just paint it again. When I first moved in, this wall right here was just a blank wall, and immediately I knew I just envisioned having these beautiful shelves that I could just put all of my decor on, but it's really just like my own little museum. So if you're wondering, I know you were, why I have curtains right here. This is a very polarizing issue on TikTok because this is where I keep my TV. I got a frame TV and I love it. I mean, it's super cute.
Where do you spend most of your time in this room?
Recently, I've been spending so much time in this corner on this bench. It's like my own little window seat. So I just like to lounge like I'm in a Renaissance painting. And honestly, on that note, it's time for my afternoon nap. So thank you so much for being here. You gotta get out of here. I'll see you next time.